Hello and welcome. Well, today I'm going to be making candy cane cookies. Now I'm going to be using 1.5 sticks of this Crisco shortening, but of course you can use butter or margarine. Or of course you can do what I did and I added 1 stick of the butter flavored Crisco and a half a stick of butter. Okay, now I'm going to be adding 2 cups of powdered sugar. And I'll also be adding 1 teaspoon of peppermint extract. And then I also will be adding 1 egg. And then 1 teaspoon of baking powder or baking soda. I never did really understand what the difference was with the baking powder and the baking soda. But here I add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I blend it all together before adding the flour. Okay, and then I add 3 cups of flour, just a little at a time, until it's all blended. And then I separate the dough. And I'm going to be adding red food coloring to 1 of the dough balls. And you know when the dough is ready when you stick your finger in the dough and it leaves an imprint. So here I am adding the red food coloring. I think I added about 5 little drops to it, maybe more. Then I just knead it together. Now you might want to wear gloves so you don't get your fingers all red. But of course it does wash off your hands. And then I add a little bit of powdered sugar to roll the dough and knead it to get it very well blended. And if you don't feel that it's red enough, you can always add more red food coloring. And then you just keep kneading it. Now this is a favorite Christmas cookie recipe that I prepare every Christmas time. Okay, now I have it blended well and I like the color that it is. And so I take a little pinch of the plain cookie dough and the red cookie dough and just join them together and roll them out. Now I've noticed if you keep them relatively small, like maybe 4 inches, makes the perfect size candy cane cookie. Okay, I've sped up the video here, but as you can see, I'm just lining them up on my cookie sheet that I lined with foil. And of course, that's not necessary, but I usually put foil on my cookie sheets. And there we go. Now with the remaining dough, I just put them in a container and store them in the refrigerator until I'm ready to bake another batch. So they go into the oven at 350 for 10 minutes. Okay, and here they are, fresh out of the oven. Don't those look good? Now another thing you can do is take an actual candy cane and crush it up and add some granulated sugar and sprinkle that on the top. The next time you're wanting to make a fun cookie for the holidays, something that the children can help you with, hopefully you'll try these candy cane cookies.